Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I went to thrift stores and found a few things that you all might be interested in. The first one being this piece right here that, remember, I get everything at 10% off since I'm older. And this one was $1.19. And I also found these darling, very delicate ones. Aren't they precious? They almost look like snowflakes, don't they? For 50 cents for the two of them. Love this piece. It doesn't need to be coffee dyed or tea dyed, because look at that. And this one was 50 cents. I got some great napkins. I got 4 of them for $1, or in my case, 90 cents. I'm hoping you can see the cut work, and there you go. Just very elegant and simple. And then I really like this piece. I'm hoping, now this is doubled over, you all, so I'm hoping I can cut these separate. Like I said, sometimes depending on how the stitching was done, sometimes you can, sometimes not so well. I'll put these here. And that one was $1. These guys were 29 cents each. And they're just little appliques in the red rose and the pink rose. I also got this piece for 50 cents. Let me see, maybe if I put it here. And even though this is very simplistic, I just love the work around it. Isn't that lovely? So pretty. I also found some napkins that, because of the sewing work, I thought, oh, somebody made these, but then I found that. And these, I'm hoping after they're washed and ironed that, remember whenever I do that recipe book, I can cut this up and do some fun things with it. I got 4 of them for $1. Now, I have to show you all something, and I know you're going to say, Corn, what on earth are you doing? But remember, when I go into thrift stores, I don't always, I found a top, okay? I found a blouse that had these darling little clear pink buttons with rhinestones in the middle, okay? And I wouldn't have worn the blouse. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have worn it, because it wasn't my style. It was pretty, but it wasn't me. So I took the buttons off so I can use them in my flowers. And for $1.80 is what I pay for the blouse. You know that's a good deal on these buttons with the rhinestones in the middle. So I also got those. I wonder if you all ever do things like that. Please write and let me know. I was able to get this darling little figurine where the little piggy is scratching. So it looks like he's winking, but he's closing this eye because he's scratching behind that ear. And he was 59 cents. Let's put him like that. And then I got this little bear for 59 cents. He is posable. And I will probably put something cute around his neck. He'd be cute there. And I don't normally get a lot of large figurines, but I saw her and I paid more for her, look at her trunk, than I have for a while for something in a thrift store. But this is an Avon piece from 2002, and as you see, she's gone to Paris and Rome, I think. And her trunk has those great signs on it. Love the purse, love the passport. And to me, let me put her like this. I looked her up on eBay, and her price ranges from $5.99 to $60. And she doesn't have, even on those delicate flowers on the top of her hat, she doesn't have anything broken anywhere. And I paid $3.99 for her. And love the hat box, by the way. And for me, the ideal outfit in the world, in my taste, is to have a similar top, but instead of this gorgeous long skirt, to have jeans, but then underneath those to also wear your Victorian boots. I just love that look. I just think it's yummy. And to have the hair up like that too. So she spoke to me. And I think she's really pretty. So I don't think we can see all of her if I put her, nope. Let's put her like that. That might be fun. So also, you know, I watch Tammy, My World in OKC. She does some thrift store, how does she say, gone thrifting? Or thrifty haul, I think. And just recently, Dolly, Crafty Mermaid Mom, did one. And I have been wanting to get the music, sheet music for some time, but I couldn't find it in either one of the thrift stores I go to. So I finally just asked, because I know where they keep the books and stuff, but it wasn't where they kept the book. They put it elsewhere. And this was $1. This is $1.29 for the Disney hits. A lot of the sheet music were for children to learn from. So a lot of them had markings on them and everything from a student. And when it comes to pencil, you know, you're still okay. You just have to be careful with erasing the marks. But some of them had ink on them. So I found that one. I found Songs for the Modern Organist. And this used to be $1.50, but I got it for 50 cents. This is A Prayer for Thanksgiving. Oh, Susanna. My Sweetheart's the Man in the Moon. Boy, that's kind of lonely. Oh, Carry Me Back to Old Virginia. I can sing some of these, y'all. I mean, I know anybody that's young that watches my channel is thinking, oh, mercy, how old is Corn? Well, I'm 63, but I have a mom who's 92, and she loves to sing. So these older tunes, yeah, My Wild Irish Rose, yeah, all of these, I learned from her. Ach du Liebe, Augustine, Deutsch. Okie dokie. So, tickled to find that. They gave me this one for 25 cents, y'all. And this one actually is illustrated because it's for little ones, you know, if you're learning. And I do not play a musical instrument. There's only 2 of us in the family that don't, that I grew up in. Everybody else does. And then the New Age piano. I'm just thumbing through these for y'all. Now, I don't know these. I don't know these songs. Mm-mm. Well, I respected my mom. She always wanted to play the piano, and she finally, when she was in her 50s, hired an instructor. Oh, that was pretty cool, to come to the house. I admired that. And let me show you this before, let me show you this before I show you my favorite find of the day. This is a vintage notions book. It feels really good, and the paper's still on it in the back, but it does have a boo-boo. I paid $1 for it, and I know some of y'all are gonna go, oh, Corn, don't do it. But it's like Tammy would say, better us use them than, you know, than in a landfill, you know what I mean? But if you're like me, this reminds me of Jan from Jan's Crazy Life too. All this sewing and a lot of Art Deco artwork. Check this out. How cool is that? But yes, I will be cutting it up because when we get close to the winter time, there's a few pages that are messed up, and some of these things, notions, you know, that they talk about, you know, me being in my 60s, we were taught to be a certain way as a woman, but you know, I think all of us realize that wait a minute, we're capable of so much more. And so so that's another thing they're talking about. I'm going to thumb through this real quick because I'm looking at my clock, but it's just got some great, I love the sewing. I love that some of the headlines are in an oval, which I would love to cut out. And just, I can see this in not just journals and stuff, but in sewing journals stuff, but also in, look at that, isn't that gorgeous? But also in pocket letters and loaded pockets and envelopes and everything else. I just think it's gorgeous, and for $1, I think, wow. So just thumbing through, look at this. This is coming up. And then there's a magic pattern. Here's November. And also, a thing y'all might get a kick out of. This is a pocket. Hope you can see that. And then December's awfully pretty too, with its red and greens. And then it shows you some stitches. As you all know, I do crewel work and embroidery work since I was a teenager. And last but not least, this is a sheet that I was able to find with all of these pink roses, so that this will get washed very nicely, and then we'll make fabric flowers. Super, super happy to find that. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody.